Hello and welcome to Filmfolket's podcast. We that speaks today is Göran,
Johannes,
and Björn.
Today's movie is The Hateful Eight, the movie in brief.
The year is 1877. Bounty hunter John the Hangman Ruth is escorting notorious outlaw Daisy Darmagoo to Red Rock, Wyoming to be hanged, with a fierce snowstorm at their backs. On the way they pick up another bounty hunter, Major Marquis Warren and Chris Mannix, Red Rock's new sheriff, allegedly. To escape the blizzard, they seek shelter at the trading post, Minnie's Haberdashery, where several more sinister types await.
That summarizes it good. It's quite interesting how Tarantino makes his movies, and also the inspiration of the spaghetti western, and also that this movie is divided into chapters. So we follow the story along, and I like the landscape. It reminds sort of our own landscape here in Sweden, and it's also nice to see how the story unfolds, even though it's quite bloody. And the only scene that I had problem with was when they had poisoned the coffee, and they were all puking. Except for a few of them, and that's what I can come up with for the moment.
Yeah, the scene when they were puking their guts out was a little harsh. Was it 2 or 3 people that drank the coffee? 2 of them drank the coffee, and the third one was about to drink the coffee when he saw the results. So yeah. And they didn't have to drink much of the poison to practically spew their guts out. It was something really malicious in that poison, in that coffee.
Yes, poor OB.
Oh yeah.
His entire role is to be abused in several ways.
Used and abused, pretty much.
Tarantino is a very interesting director. He is capable of writing these very compelling, tense scenes between very good actors. And I think it really shines in this movie because of they're all in this cabin in the middle of a blizzard and more or less have to tolerate each other until they can't. Mm-hmm. The movie is largely written like a stage play, and that's fairly obvious in the way the scenes are shot. And in fact, the script leaked during production, and in response to that, Quentin Tarantino decided to simply read the script openly at the United Arts Theatre in LA. And from that response, he decided to make a movie after all. The cinematography is very beautiful, and it's using Panavision in a very special way. It's I want to say it's not widescreen; it's a wide screen, and through that it uses the environments and the. Well, for example, you can see the interior of this trading post in one shot, and that's it really captures the characters. It's very well done, and I think it would very much work like a stage play if they were to do that sort of thing. It's interesting with these westerns because they're almost ubiquitously period pieces depicting the late 1800s, and the backdrop of the post-Civil War era with tensions high contributes to the tensions between the characters.
Certainly.
And it was also quite interesting in that part of the movie when it felt like they were playing a part of Clue, when they were trying to figure out who was the person that was poisoning the coffee and who made the stew.
Yeah.
So that was also like a interesting piece in the story. And then later when we got to see what's happened like earlier that day, so we unfolded the rest of the story. So it was also an interesting part, also very bloody. I think that's the theme of this movie.
Pretty morally dark people in this movie, all around, really. Some have some better natures, but all of them are pretty grey in many aspects.
But it's like the same thing that was with the movie that we saw last week when we agreed that none of them in that movie and same in this movie were saints.
Oh yeah.
So no one is the good guy in this story as well. So the other thing that I like is also the soundtrack that I've used, and especially when they were gonna make like a rope to the outhouse.
Yeah.
And
the horse stable. Yeah.
And when they were like, it was very dramatic, and then it was cutting into the cabin.
Yeah.
Where it was all silent again. So
calmer.
So it was also an interesting way to tell the story.
It's a scene that reminded me of The Thing, actually.
Well, it drove home that it was very cold outside, and if you weren't in the cabin / outpost, you were very likely to die very fast, as we saw when OB came back. He was not in a happy mood.
Yes, much like the mentioned morality of these spaghetti westerns, there is the fact that Ennio Morricone is back making new music, known from Sergio Leone's movies that we have been watching.
Yeah, his music is very good to set the mood in the films. So it's very nice that they were able to get him to make the music for this movie as well. I was just thinking what could have been done better and other thoughts.
I don't really have a problem with the pacing. It's, as we said previously, it's divided into these chapters, and I think that's a really effective way of building up scenes and then cutting them in a way that's beneficial to the flow of things.
Yeah.
I agree as well. I think also one of the funny things was when the character that Samuel L. Jackson is playing, when he was telling about how he killed the son of one of the characters that was in the cabin. And it was like you got a lot of pictures that was stuck into your head. And then when he was done, I got some pictures in your mind now, right?
Oh yeah.
Or something like that. It was kind of bizarre in a way.
He was painting a pretty vivid image for the old man, and he didn't appreciate it too much.
Yes, the whole point was to goad him into trying to kill him, so he was making it worse and worse and worse and worse.
I think the only thing I at least could hope with this movie that the cat got away safe and nothing happened to the cat. So that's the only thing I'm hoping for. So,
well, he will have plenty of food until spring. Let's say that much.
Oh yeah.
I want to say that this was originally intended as a sequel to Django Unchained, Django in White Hell. But Tarantino wanted more mystery around the character that was later rewritten into Samuel L. Jackson's Marquis. Some of you might also recognize the actor of Mannix, Walton Goggins, and he has since made a name for himself as the Ghoul in the Fallout series.
I see.
The guitar played by Jennifer Jason Leigh was a priceless antique. Kurt Russell didn't know this. So he picked up and smashed what he thought was the prop that it was supposed to be replaced by. So her very shocked reaction was real and kept in the movie.
That explains a bit. Oh. Mistakes was made that day, I suppose.
And the Lincoln letter was written by Samuel L. Jackson himself.
Do you guys have any more things to add?
I'm pretty much done with my notes here.
Okay, how about eventual ideas for next time?
I was pondering whether we'd watch some more Tarantino movies. We previously watched a few of them, but I don't think we've made episodes about them.
Well, that could be fun.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that this is a thing that we're doing as a test, depending on how good this episode would go and how many views we will get for it. It might be a thing that we will be continue doing, and so watch, like, and subscribe. But I wish you goodbye for this time, and I hope we will see you again.
Yes, goodbye.
Goodbye.